What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here, hope you're doing well. I sent out a tirade today on X, and I stand by it after years of free legal services to the XRP community, and the fact that we won on every issue that mattered to the token holder. We can only get 13,000 people following John Deaton's Senate account on X. It's an absolute embarrassment. Go on X and follow the goddamn account. I'm not asking for money here. I'm not asking for you to donate at this point in time. Just go on X and click follow on John Deaton for Senate. The link will be below in the description, and it will also be in a pinned comment. Please give John a follow. All right, today the crypto market pretty flat. Bitcoin 51,480, Ethereum up about 1%, 2981, XRP 54 cents, 54 and a half cents, somewhere around there. The really big winner out of your top coins today was Near, up about 11%. And this is the thing, a lot of people like to make a fuss about, Ripple invested in Flare. And Ripple was one of the original investors in Near as well. And when I talk to developers, some of the coins that they typically are interested in, it's always two. It's one Near and the other Helium. Near's an absolute monster. I think it's going to do fantastic in the upcoming bull run. Kraken. It moves to dismiss the SEC lawsuit, citing retaliation from politically compromised agency, and I have no doubt that's true. In this case, probably should be tossed out. I just don't see it. Even with Coinbase, where the experts are telling us Coinbase had the stronger, argument there in that hearing, I doubt either gets, tossed out of court. Probably will be some minor wrongdoing, both from Coinbase and Kraken. They'll get some minor fees and penalties, whatever. We'll probably, unfortunately, have to go through the long, haul here for these court cases. Ultimately, the exchanges will win out. It's just we have to sludge through the trenches here. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe some of these cases get tossed out. I just don't see it. Now, I had this article here. It's titled AI Tokens in 5 Minutes. What to know and where to start. You need to know your AI sector, of course. I'm not going to waste your time with this article. Follow Nick Black on, YouTube. He does daily live streams. A lot of this about AI and crypto and what projects have the most promise. Just follow him. Watch those, daily videos. You're going to learn a lot. That's the premier place to go. The following article is titled SEC Plan to Appeal Keeps Market on Edge. And they're talking about, of course, the Ripple court case. We expect at this point in time, unless we can come to a settlement, for the SEC to appeal this. Most likely as they do, by the way, because to settle could harm the rest of their court cases unless they do a sweeping settlement between Ripple, Coinbase, and the rest of the major exchanges here. I wouldn't expect that, but what I would expect is a much better environment. XRP has been ruled by a court, is not a security, is a pure commodity. It will continue to trade. Is there risk there? Of course. It will affect the value of XRP, but not to the same degree as we saw in the last bull run. Everyone still has PTSD. XRP will trade through the next bull run. We will do fine. Don't worry about it. Time is on our side here. The SEC can't do anything about this. We will have an unencumbered bull run for sure, and it's very doubtful that an appeals court will overturn anything that Judge Torres rules. But even if they do, it's going to be too late for us. We're going to get our growth phase. Make sure you take profits. Make sure you play this smart. And we're going to do very well. Now, a lot of emails from Satoshi are leaking out. And people are surprised to hear that Satoshi was a fan of Ripple. And what we need to clarify here is what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about the current day Ripple, the corporate conglomerate, and the XRP ledger. He was talking about Ripple Pay, which the XRP ledger is based off of. It was designed by Ryan Fugger, and essentially was a system for hippies to trade services. I could do your taxes, and you could paint my house, and I could trade some of that value to a plumber. And it was this really cool, hippie type of lifestyle, using technology to really trade goods and services amongst people you may know. The XRP ledger is based off of this system. Jed McCaleb was referred over to Ryan Fugger by Michael Hearn, an early Bitcoin developer who said, you know what, Satoshi likes this system. It's really cool, whatever. Go over and talk to Mike. And that's where a lot of this IOU stuff comes from, essentially. That's the early days. Doesn't mean that Satoshi liked the XRP ledger or Ripple the company, but the overall system of being able to transfer value in a trustless manner Satoshi was a big fan of. Now, I see this article here, will the crypto halvening create overnight millionaires? First of all, everyone knows it's coming, so of course people are front-running that, and that's happening today as we speak. Beyond that, the supply effect takes time. You have a reduction in the supply of Bitcoin coupled with increasing demand over time will absolutely have a big effect on the price of cryptocurrencies. And the difference I would say between this and like a Bitcoin ETF is like right now there's more buying than selling. But there'll be times when, you see a lot more sell pressure on the market from ETFs than you see people buying and investing in cryptocurrencies and investing in Bitcoin. The only thing with the halvening, the difference is it's always positive. It will never be anything other than a reduction of supply. It will have an effect absolutely over the long haul, but it's not an overnight deal. A lot of the initial, pop really is already baked in here. With people front running it, I can tell you right now, we're going to see the halvening cruise by, and we're going to be looking around. Nothing's going to happen. We're going to say, well, that was a bust. No, this is a long-term deal. Just understand what it is. It's not going to create an overnight millionaire, but it's also not meaningless. We see the federal government really going after mining. Crypto miners fight federal agencies' demand to reveal energy use. On Friday, a federal judge in Texas temporarily halted the government's use of a mandatory survey, which had forced companies to disclose how much electricity they use and from what suppliers, along with the computing capacity of mining equipment. Let's be honest about what this is. They don't care about the energy usage and all this stuff. They want in. They want to tax this revenue to an even, higher extent than they already do. They're already getting income tax, of course. They want an extra mining tax. They don't care about the environment. This is about control and about money and about power and only that. All right, make sure you go over to X, follow Deaton for Senate. Just give the account a follow. It just shows he has a movement behind him. We owe him that and a heck of a lot more. He delivered when we needed his support. Let's return the favor here. There will be down below in the comment a link to his X account and also in the pinned comment.